whether you can hear me. So just let me know if you can hear me. I will really appreciate that. So, but in the meantime, what we want to talk about today is about how you can maximize your holiday sales this quarter, the coming quarter, basically. So we are going to start. So let me know. Just let me know on the comment section if you can hear me. No problem. I'm just waiting to hear when you can hear me. Anyone? Can you hear me? Am I audible? So basically, what I wanted to talk about is, guys, most people wait for November to start planning on the Black Friday. They are waiting to hear to plan about Cyber Monday. They are waiting to plan for December holidays, in the fourth quarter. But it's very important that you start early. And I'm going to tell you why you need to start early, why you need to start collecting the information you want early about your customers, about your own business, and what's trading, what's projected to trade. All those are important issues for you to start gathering the information that you're supposed to start gathering early. So don't wait for November. Start preparing for the holiday season right now. If you want to win online in online advertising, then you must prepare and crafting high converting offers, identifying the opportunities for your business. Requires a plan, requires you to plan, and requires you to plan early. So today I'll take you through that. And according to a report that I just read about from Facebook, it says that people, most of its audience, or even our own customers that are on these platforms, they are looking for three things. And number one, they are looking for discounts. They are looking for offers. So the question is, what type of offers are you planning to run in those holiday seasons? Are you stocking up for that holiday season? Are you stocking up, probably buying products and or planning yourself in such a way that you will be able to offer discounts during those periods? Because most people go online with the same product that they had, the same pricing, everything. They have no offers. And one thing you have to understand about social media, social advertising, and marketing online is that you want to go to the people with an offer. Go to them carrying gifts. Go to them carrying discounts. And that's how you're going to capture them. That's how you're going to capture their attention. And they can be your long-term customers if you serve them well. So understand the type of offers that you're going to give them value. They are looking for that. So, and it's a whooping 79% of online shoppers who are looking for these discounts. So if you fail to craft a good offer, a good discount for your audience, you're going to lose. Plan early. The next thing that you want to understand is that these guys don't have any brand loyalty. Online, people are looking for value. People are looking for deals. So thinking that you're going to build your brand and then sell them later on during those periods, it's just going to make you lose, because what you want to start doing is to gather information about your audience and then give them an offer. Going to them with the same pricing that you had previously, that's not going to carry it for them. So you want to craft offers. Remember that they have no brand loyalty. They will ditch you if they have better deals. They will ditch your brand if they have better value and better discounts by any other company. So also, if you're a small business, that's a way of you eating into these big brands. So understand that it's not about brand loyalty anymore. And this is over 82% of people say that they are willing to just leave and go to a brand that is offering them better value and better discounts. So think about that. Think about the offers that you can give, the discounts. That's the second, point that is related to discount. And these are about your customers. So the third thing is that they are expecting relevance. So when you're marketing to them, when you're speaking to them, they expect relevance. So it's very important for you to understand your customer in a deeper manner. And there are opportunities for you now to actually engage with your customers in a more deeper manner, in a way that brings value to them. So understanding your customer a little bit deeper is important. And you can start doing that, in the fourth quarter. You have to start now. You have to start gathering that information now. Probably now is even late. You should have started that pretty early, gathering information, segmenting your audience, and understanding what offer can you give each section of your audience. So that is very, very important. And now that you understand what your customers are looking for, the next thing you want to know is, as a brand, as a business, as an entrepreneur, what are you looking for? And with these harsh economic realities that we are in, most businesses, and I'm sure even your own business, if you are a business owner, or if you are running a business, or you are a marketer, most businesses are looking for sales. They are looking for leads, results that actually affect the bottom line. They are not going for brand awareness. They are not looking for engagement, the likes and things like that. Those vanity metrics. They are looking for sales, something that affects the bottom line. So how can you use, and even businesses now are looking into performance marketing, basically looking at, once we do this marketing, how many sales are we going to convert? How many clients are we going to get from all these types of marketing? So it's no longer about building brands. It's just building your brand awareness and engagement and things like that. It's about running campaigns even to a cold audience with a name of converting. So it's very important that you as a marketer, you as a business owner, understand that that's where even all these technologies are taking people to. They are taking people to go, or businesses, to ensure that these businesses are actually generating sales. So as a marketer, selling clicks, selling presence, as agencies, I've seen so many agencies are still stuck, selling presence, selling online presence, as if that is something that is going to generate sales. It's not, and most marketers are leaving brands, hanging. They're telling them, I'm going to give you traffic, I'm going to give you this, the engagements, the likes. But brands are thinking, or entrepreneurs are thinking, how much bills can I pay with the likes, with engagements, Nothing. So what they are looking for is money in the bank. And how can you, as a marketer, actually deliver on that bottom line? And technology has really evolved, and it's now possible for you to drive sales online, drive sales, drive lead generation online. All these are things that you can do online, things that are possible with the different platforms. Now, understanding the fact that your customer, understanding that they are looking for offers, they are looking for relevant offers, they are willing to ditch their brand. If they have been using a certain brand and another person, it could be even a small business, comes on board and it's offering them more value and better discounts, they are willing to ditch that company and come to you, spend money with you, understanding that, and also understanding that they are looking for relevance and having technology that is able to give you the relevant AI tools that are able to understand your customers much better, speak to them much better than you could, you're able now to create content that is more relevant to that audience, to your audience. How then does that dovetail into what the Facebook platform, the Google platform, where there is a lot of features that are coming up that you can use to drive these sales. So that is one thing that I want to speak about, the features that are there on Facebook that you can use to drive sales. So number one, machine learning, really, that is the game changer. AI is a game changer. And right now, even content creation, you have to keep thinking, how am I using AI in my marketing? How am I using AI to understand my customers? And also, how do you create data and tracking, how do you track your customers online to understand their behavior, so that once you feed this data into this platform, Google, Facebook, and all other advertising platforms, once you feed that data into these platforms, they are able to go look for your ideal customers. Because that's the other issue that people have when they're running ads. You come up with a product, and you know that this is now the holiday season, so you splash your ads all over, but you haven't created the audience. You don't know who you're targeting exactly. So you are leaving the platforms out there to go look for your customers. And one thing you have to understand about these platforms is that you need to train them to go for the right people. They are not just going to go for the right people just because they are there and they are targeting the right people. Because right now, what's happening is that there's so many regulations that are coming up, and the way it used to be that you could target people specifically with specific, if you're looking for, let's say, people who have interest in mental health, you could go for that. Just recently, I was searching for mental health interest on Facebook, and I couldn't find it. It's already removed, and it used to be there. So they're removing so many interests, and now that makes targeting a little bit harder. But if you gather information about your customers, so you have previous data, previous behaviors of your customers, and now you have people who have converted, people who have done important actions in your business, probably purchasing, adding their payment information in your websites and things like that, then you can retarget those people, and you can ask these platforms to go look for similar people who look like them. So right now, the biggest challenge is you training the machines to do the work for you. And that's where the trick is. Most people are going out there without having first trained the ad platforms, gathered enough information on the ad platforms to actually drive the sales that they want. And then they go out there with really good offers, but they are losing to people who have already done that. So those are some of the things that you want to look out for. Use these platforms to drive sales. Right now, from now up to November, you should be having campaigns and collecting data, tracking, making sure that you are measuring the metrics that matter to you, and all those conversion tracking is set, so that you're training the platform of choice to go for the people that you want. And I can't stress this enough. If you want to win in the fourth quarter, if you want to drive sales in the fourth quarter, remember to gather data now about your customers. Gather that data now, use it for that period. The other thing now that is happening specifically with the Facebook platform is that there is a lot of AI technology that is being used by Facebook itself, and you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from a document they shared recently. They are talking about 5 steps that you can use to actually drive performance of your ads, performance of your campaign. And the first one is account simplification, automation. They are talking about creative diversification, data quality, and results validation. So in terms of account simplification, basically what you want to do is to give Facebook and this platform a lot of room to go look for your perfect customers. Now, for you to take full advantage of account simplification, you need data. And that's the reason why it goes back to what I was talking about before. You want to have enough data so that when you're going for account simplification and you're asking Facebook to go for people who are more likely to purchase, it actually knows who those people are, or who those people look like, so that you are able to capture them. If you don't have that data and the platform doesn't know all that information, it's going to take time. It's going to take time in the learning phase. It's going to take time, scrolling the web and looking for the people who can actually convert. So that is one thing that is really, really important when you're looking into account simplification. Then there is this other issue of how many ad sets are you supposed to have in a campaign and things like that. They have come up with a really good formula, and I think this is a formula that I use. And the formula is that, once you look at the budget you want to spend per week and you understand your cost per result. So let's say you want to spend like $300 per week or $30, $100 per week. And then your cost per result is $5. Then you want to go for your weekly budget divided by cost per result. And that number you get there, that fraction should be the number of ad sets per campaign that you have. So divide your budget accordingly, so that every day at least each ad set it's giving you a lead, it's giving you a sale, And the other thing that they are looking for is for you not to segment your audience so much. So they want you to combine audiences. And this is a good thing because it gives these platforms a wider pool where they can go fish out your ideal customers. Now, the other thing you want to do for it to work is for you to have multiple ads in those ad sets. Now, when you're testing during this period, when you're testing, you want to have single ad sets. I call them single ad sets. Now, the benefit of single ad set is that you're able to understand which features in your creative are actually responsible for sales, responsible for people, stopping, because in a creative, what you want is to make people stop and listen to what you're saying or stop and read the post, right? So you're able to identify all those aspects about your audience right now, so that by the time fourth quarter is coming, you know what works for your business, for your audience, you know what they love, and then you're going with that, with the offer now that is big. And the other thing you want to also do with your offers is that right now in your organic marketing, you could be, dropping some some hints here and there of a big thing coming up in November, big sale or big something that is coming up in November, just to make sure that your audiences, you keep your audience curious, capturing their curiosity and things like that. So it's very important that you think outside the box in what you're doing, in the type of marketing you're looking to do in the fourth quarter right now. And once you prepare your audience for these big things that are happening in fourth quarter, you are able to drive the sales, you're able to capture the market, because this is a competition. The person who's able to capture the largest portion of the market wins, and I want you to be part of those people who are winning, right? So make sure that you're write those points down, and also you can type in the comment section, and I'll be able to read them. So I see Graka Koshe, Profound, you're saying, Simon Wan Dewey, you're saying quite informative. Thank you very much, guys. So make sure that you're also subscribing to this channel. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Share this, with your friends, and let's make this go viral, right? So do that. Also, at this point, I would like to tell you about the upcoming soft training program. It's a 12-week training program where I show you, or we execute these things that I'm talking to you about, So if you want to win in the fourth quarter, make sure that you join the training. It's coming up September. The August class is already full. So make sure that you sign up for the September class. It's going for 12 weeks. You can sign up. You can and you'll be able to get 30% off from the course fee. So make sure that you grab that opportunity now, okay? And the link is in the description of this video, so go ahead and do that. So the next thing that you are looking at, in terms of account simplification, it's looking for areas where you can combine your audiences, and also make sure that you get at least 50 conversions per week in those ad sets that you create. That will help you get out of the learning phase really quickly and get you into a place where you're actually making sales. Now, one of the other best thing about getting people now to take the action that you want, whether it's sales, understand how people are purchasing and everything, it's because you're able to use that data when it comes to the fourth quarter to actually drive sales, to go, create lookalike audiences for your customers, those people who have actually purchased from you. You can create lookalike audiences and go ahead and, go for people who look like your customers with this great offer. And now that you understand what type of creative is working for your audience, you understand the messaging because you've been testing it, So from now up to November, you should be testing out all those things so that when November hits and there is Black Friday coming up, there's Cyber Monday, there is Thanksgiving and all those other holiday season, sales that come up. You understand your customers and you've trained these platforms to actually go for the people that you want. So that is really, really important for you to do. The next thing we are looking at is AI. Now that you understand what is happening, how are you using AI? How are you using AI to shorten the period that you spend in creating content, the time you spend in designing graphics, coming up with ideas, coming up with briefs, coming up with strategies, all this can be done through AI, And another thing I was talking about, when it comes to AI, it's only going to help people who know what they're doing, basically. AI works in terms of past data, past the history, is not about the future. So it's about you to be able to look into the past, ask these machines about data in the past, look at what they give you, whether it's messaging, whether it's the creative ideas that they are going to give you. Look at it and then look into the future, the current things that are happening into the future, and postulate the things that are actually going to work, and then come up with with something that is great. So whether it's content creation, whether you're using AI, ChatGPT, and all those other platforms to create content for you, the people who are going to be able to polish up that content, give it personal touch, give it real life experience, those are the people that are going to win, because everybody, at some point, everybody will be able to use these. Well, not everybody. There will still be people who are scared to use these platforms, but for those people who are not going to use it, basically those are the people who are going to pay those who are able to use it, So there's always opportunity. Don't get worried about all these AIs. So the next thing you want to understand is your automations. So now you understand you are selling things online. You're using online, because basically what I do is online sales generation and leads generation, through all these digital platforms. So one thing you want to understand is how have you automated your sales system? How are your sales funnel? How are you following up? Because it hasn't changed. Whether people are using online or offline, the money is in the follow-up. The money is in the follow-up. And this is something that has been there for the longest, even when there was no phones and you had to go to events, networking events, get business cards, and all that. The money is always in the follow-up. Now with online, follow-up is becoming easier, and now you want to understand how have you automated it. How are you using email marketing to drive sales? Are you using email marketing to continue creating a rapport with your audience? All those are things that you want to understand and set up early, so that when that time comes, even for the things that I was, suggesting that you can do, giving people hints here and there, you could be asking them to join your email list so that you can give them, because they will be the first to know about the offers that are coming up in November, and they could join. And once they join that automation, you're able to send them emails later. So all those are ideas that I'm throwing out there for you to go test. Remember, the mindset that you want to have online is a testing mindset. Always testing. You never reach there. It's always testing new ideas, testing new angles to speak to your audience. And the best one that wins now, that doesn't mean that the one that has lost now will not work tomorrow, So it's about testing all those things and having a mindset that is willing to make mistakes and to learn from your mistake really quickly. The best thing with online is that you can learn really quickly and make the changes that you need to make. So that is very, very important, to learn how you can do automation for your sales system, your lead generation system, automation for follow-ups. The other thing is creating audiences. Now, this is where most people fail, and most businesses fail. They run an ad, and because they are not going to make enough for, before you create your audience, you're not going to make enough to even liquidate the ad spend, the budget that you're going to spend. So people go out there with a great product, basically no offer, just their product. They go out there, they're selling. People don't purchase as they thought they would purchase, because remember, everybody has the same product. If you're selling shoes, most people have those shoes. Why should they come to you? That's the question. And always keep asking yourself, why would people come to me? That's one of the main questions that you should always concern you. Why should people choose me and not another person? So once you craft an offer that works for your business, you want to build an audience for it. Building an audience takes time. It takes time, it takes money, right? So understand what you want to do. Do you want do you want to use, how much budget do you want to spend to create the audiences that you want, so that you can keep, you can keep now selling, you can keep engaging with that audience to build your business. Now, this is where most people go wrong. They will run an ad to a cold audience. That audience doesn't know who you are. So probably on these platforms, what you're going to get mostly is, I saw this on Facebook. That's what you're getting on on WhatsApp. I saw this on Facebook, and then probably how much. They will keep asking you those questions for a certain period of time. And once now you are consistent, they will start converting. Because remember, depending on your product, whether it's a high ticket or a fast moving product, depending on what it is, there is a margin. There is a margin of profit that you want to make, and you want to understand your margins. You want to understand your offers, so that you are able to make money online. If you don't come up with a good offer, an offer that gives you a good margin, or an offer that can really sell quickly, you're going to lose money. And in most cases, you will not make money upfront with your first campaign, with your second campaign. There will be a lot of testing that you will do. You will learn, you will understand your audience, you build that audience, and then after you've understood your customers really well, and now you have your offers, set up, you have great offers that your customers or your audience really love, then you can now keep selling to them. The time and the money or the budget you want to spend to build your audience is really key. Understand that that is the investment you have to do upfront. First, for the sake of your platforms, for the machine learning, you want to give them enough data to know who your customers are. So you will spend money and you will spend time doing that. The next thing is for you as a business to understand your customers so that you can build it. And this, you can't bypass that process. You can try any way you're going to do, you'll have to spend money and time. You might not want to spend money in terms of the budget, ads budget, but that is the quickest way to test out things. If you have a month to test out something, you can put budget into that offer, and it's going to drive to give you the information, the data that you want to drive sales later on. So understand what you have. Do you have time? Do you have money? Right? And I usually say, if you don't have money and you have time, you're still good, because you can spend your time instead of spending your money. If you have money and you don't have time, you can spend your money to try to get the results that you want. But if you don't have time and you don't have money, my friend, uko kwa shida. Hapo uko kwa shida, because what are you going to use? What can you leverage? You can leverage, you don't have time. You can leverage money, you don't have it. So it's very important to understand, even as a business where you are you at a point where you can spend time? Are you at a point where you want to spend money? So understanding those is very key. I see our time is really gone. So now those I'm going to just finish it at that point, and just have a link up of the things that we have talked about. So number one, we've talked about your ideal customers. So what are your ideal customers looking for? They are looking for deals. They are looking for better deals. They are looking for more value. They are willing to ditch their beloved brands if they get better deals. So understand that brand loyalty right now is very low, and people are looking for deals because of the harsh economic times, of course, right? So those are two. People are looking for deals. Brand loyalty is really low, so you can't hedge on brand loyalty. People are willing to ditch for better value. The next thing is that they are looking for relevance. So understand your customers really well, so that whatever you are coming up with, the offer you're coming up with, it's really relevant to them, you know. Now, as a business owner, what you're looking for is performance, is sales, is leads. Those are the bottom line that you're looking for, and go for that, you know. Even for those that are, when you're going to get your service providers for digital marketing, whether you are utilizing influencers or all those other people, ask for the bottom line, you know, how much sales can I make by engaging with you, you know. Don't go for brand awareness, don't go for likes, don't go for comments. Those things don't matter much, you know. The person who likes your content will also like your competitors' content, you know. The only thing that matters, if they spend money with you, you know that they're spending with you, even if they spend with your competitor. So what matters is the votes they give you using their wallet, you know. So hizi mambo zingine, sijui likes, sijui comments, sijui engagement, sijui reach, doesn't really matter when it comes to performance marketing. Go for what really matters to your business. So those are the things that you want to understand. Then as a business, understand that is about performance marketing, and also understand the technological, you know, advancements that have happened. Use AI, use machine learning in your marketing to drive the sales that you want. Now, in using machine learning, you want to understand platforms such as, you know, Google Ads platform. You want to understand Facebook ads platform. How can you use those platforms to drive the sales that you want? And the third thing you want to understand is your sales automation, your follow-up automations. You want to set them up. You also want, another thing that I wanted to talk about, but I don't have really the time, is tracking, conversion tracking. You know, you want to be able to do conversion tracking. You want to understand your metrics. So tracking and reporting is key if you want to make your fourth quarter really successful. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I do live videos every Monday at 9 to 9:30 to 10, you know, so 30 minutes to 1 hour basically. And also I'll be having more videos coming up. So thank you very much. Make sure that you comment there. Let me just read some of the comments. That was interesting. I picked a thing or two I didn't know personally, and also added onto whatever I already knew. Thank you very much, City Flames, for that. I see, thank you very much, the people who have commented. Philip, I see Johnny Senior, great. Thank you very much, City Flames. Miriam, Graka, thank you very much. Simon Wandui, thank you very much, guys, for joining the live. See you on Monday. Make sure that you subscribe, share, yeah, and let's win. Prepare now for the fourth quarter. Don't wait for November to start, you know, thinking, what do I do? All those type of things. Go back to the video, take the notes that you can, holler at me. Make sure that you go to my socials, is at Sam Karaoke, at Sam Karaoke, and www.samkaraoke.com for more information. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.